Today we're making a day trip to one of New Mexico's most historic and uniquely beautiful cities, not to mention the state capital. Join us as we spend a few hours in Santa Fe. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah. It is just about 45 minutes from Bernalillo, where we're staying, to Santa Fe, and I thought a day trip would make sense. It would have been nice to go all the way to Taos as well, but we'll save that for another trip. Here we are, so let's find parking. The city has a very unique architecture, a style that has even been named after the town, Santa Fe style, officially also called Pueblo Revival. It was developed in the early 20th century and intended to preserve the qualities of old Santa Fe in order to attract tourism. It kind of imitates the look of traditional adobe Pueblo buildings, and nowadays it's all over the state, but most predominantly here. You'll see. The last time I was here, it was a very cold winter morning and the town was deserted, but today it is really happening, and parking might be a challenge. Actually, this will work. $15 for the whole day might seem a little steep, but we'll take it. Yeah, this is that Santa Fe style architecture I was talking about. It's just too windy. Well, there you go, found parking. Probably overpaid at $15, but you know what? I have a tall truck that doesn't fit in all the garages, and it's just convenience. Let's begin with the Loretto Chapel, which is right here. It is of course very touristy, with street vendors selling all kinds of traditional clothes, jewelry, and all kinds of things. And here's the chapel itself. The Loretto Chapel, the famous Loretto Chapel. The chapel took 5 years to complete, and it was finally consecrated in 1878. It is most famous for its miraculous spiral staircase. Let's step inside the chapel, which is, on its own, a very beautiful house of worship, but the main thing here is the staircase, which seems to defy the laws of physics, making 2 turns without any support columns or a central pole, made out of some kind of spruce not found in New Mexico. It seems it would be a feat to construct something like this with modern tools. Imagine at the time of its construction with no electricity and only the crudest of instruments. Let's take a moment to admire the altar.
The chapel is said to be patterned after Saint Chapelle in Paris, and, by most accounts, is the first Gothic structure built west of the Mississippi.
The stairs were originally built in 1877 without a railing.
Alright, let's continue exploring Santa Fe. I didn't realize, and we went into the hotel. Very clean bathroom. Let's go explore, the placita, I forget the town square, I think it's called, and all the other stuff. Okay. It's a very artsy town. Just like in Albuquerque, even more so here actually, they have these ristras, these strings of chili peppers which are said to bring good health and good luck. Some of these sculptures are quite magnificent. Oh, look who I ran into. Our friend Buffalo Bill. How are you, brother? Many people recommend that we visit La Fonda Hotel. There's actually a rooftop bar. La Fonda is a prime example of that Pueblo revival architecture we were talking about. Designed in 1922 by architect Isaac Hamilton Rapp. He's credited with being the creator of the Santa Fe style. Let's go up to the rooftop bar. Oh no, it's closed for the season. We're here too early. Next to La Fonda, back there, the Cathedral Basilica of San Francis of Assisi. And speaking about the seasons, spoiler alert, it looks like it is going to be the theme, kind of, throughout the rest of the year. Until after the summer, at least. It seems kind of early for lunch too. Most places are still half empty. Our impeccable timing might be a recurring theme as well. That would be the New Mexico Museum of Art. Too bad today we're not in a museum mood because they're supposed to have some great museums here. Well, here we are, just wandering the streets of the touristy center of Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's the governor's palace there. Very historic building, and we're here at the town square. I'm gonna see if we can find something to eat. Maybe we'll go to the same place we went to the last time I was here, by my lonesome. I'm not by my lonesome anymore. You can see her shadow. Okay. The art galleries, the museums, the architecture. It is truly a magical city. We have these interior patios with shops, art galleries, restaurants, and this one has a unique historical marker. This was the site of the Santa Fe office for the Los Alamos Scientific Lab, where they created the world's first atomic bomb. Let's hope we don't make any more of those. This is Sena Plaza. And somewhere around here is a restaurant called Casa Sena, where back in 2018 I had the spiciest dish I had ever tried up to that point, called carne adobada. I almost cried, but it was oddly delicious. And when in New Mexico, you do as New Mexicans do, right? We ended up eating at what seems to be the touristy place. It figures, we're tourists after all. Well, came to the Thunderbird, and the heater is a little hot, but this is prime location. Take a look at that view. That's the view from our balcony here. We even have a view of the cathedral. Yeah, the view certainly makes up for the perceived touristiness of the place. It is called 7K IPA from Santa Fe Brewing. And we just got the dipping trio. That's our balcony, that's where we were. And that's the cathedral back there, where we're going next. Let's slowly walk towards the cathedral. And here we have a street musician. Being a musician myself, I love street musicians. You're welcome. The end of the Santa Fe Trail. Do you think that's something we should do? I mean, we did the Lewis and Clark Trail. I want to do the Oregon Trail. We can do the Santa Fe Trail as well. And I don't know, are those real peppers or are those just like for show? Be good to know too. Actually, the Santa Fe Trail doesn't really exist anymore. It used to go from Franklin, Missouri to here. It was in use from 1821 through 1880 when it was replaced by the railroad and eventually Route 66. By the way, this is the cathedral and here's San Francisco de Assisi. Here's a statue of Saint Catherine Tekakwitha, the first Native American to be recognized as a saint by the Catholic Church. She died at age 24. Please do not toss coins in the baptismal font. I'm surprised they have to say that, but I guess some people would think this is like the Fontana di Trevi. The church, by the way, was built between 1869 and 1886 at the site of an older adobe church. Beautiful stained glass, all imported from Clermont-Ferrand in France. Here's once again the beautiful baptismal font. I still can't get over the fact that they have to put up a sign for people not to toss coins into it. Although it does look like a fountain. More like a hot tub, actually. Beautiful details everywhere, from the Corinthian columns to the Romanesque round arches to the stained glass windows, as I mentioned, imported from France. Let's continue. Across the street we have the Museum of Contemporary Native Arts. Considering we only have a few hours here, we're going to skip it as well, although I hear it is magnificent. And here's the COVID-19 Memorial Garden.
On the river trail.
We're going to a street called Canyon Road, famous for all the art galleries.
Why the sad face? Yeah, the river has probably seen better days.
Here we are, but just like the last time I was here, everything seems to be closed, and there's no one around. Strange. This one seems open. I mean, maybe they all are, but the whole place is deserted.
Well, just like 6 years ago. Very nice, lots of art, but not very lively. Check it out. Magic Magpie. Well, we're gonna do one more thing here in Santa Fe and then we're going back to Albuquerque.
Maybe two more things, but who's counting? Ooh, that looks uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Next, we're going to the oldest house museum, located at one of the oldest surviving buildings in the USA, if not the oldest, dating back to around 1646. Here we are.
Circa 1646 AD.
No way to know how much of this is real or authentic, but still, very cool to see how a house in the 17th century would have looked like.
It is the oldest house in the United States. Pretty cool.
Ooh, a wooden chair made without glue. Here's a map of Santa Fe in 1882. And this all is part of the gift shop.
Oh yeah, that was allegedly the oldest house in the United States. They have the plaque to prove it. We're very close to the Capitol building. I don't know if we're gonna be able to walk over there. Here we go, the San Miguel Church, San Miguel Mission. It's the oldest church structure in the USA, circa 1610.
This one has government building written all over it, but in a Santa Fe way. Here we are at the state's capital, which is a round building. It was actually designed to resemble the Zia sun symbol when viewed from above.
Here we are in the capital.
So odd that they let you roam around like this, unsupervised. I mean, I'm sure there are cameras everywhere, but still. The long-lost relative, maybe?
No, it's closed. Let's go. They do like this color here in New Mexico, don't they? I think they're kicking us out.
Yep, the capital closes in about 15 minutes. And there it is, the Zia sun symbol surrounding the seal. And lots of art everywhere.
Here we go.
Let's go see the Senate Gallery.
Senate Gallery.
Here you can come and see your government at work.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
Next is the House Gallery.
Well, that was really cool to be able to see the New Mexico state capitol inside there. And not for real. We're going back to Albuquerque. Friends, When Friends Meet, it is called. From 1987. Love that Adobe style architecture, and I wish I was hungry because steakhouse. I think they're closed.
Saying goodbye to Santa Fe for now, and let's go back to Albuquerque for dinner. we're going to have dinner at Church Street Cafe. I really liked it when I was here in 2018, so I'm really looking forward to it. They sat us at this large room towards the back.
Cool. Let's go. This is huge.
This front part of the restaurant is one of the oldest houses in the city from the 1700s. It belonged to the Ruiz family for several generations until 1991. Both my grandmothers were Ruiz. I wonder if there is a relation.
Yeah, that carne adobada is always an experience. I've had it 3 times now, twice in New Mexico, once in Arizona, and it's always been the spiciest thing I've ever had. Well, we're going now back to the RV park.
It is a beautiful evening in Albuquerque, but tomorrow the road beckons. We're going back east. On the next one, we're going to get our kicks on Route 66 as we make our way to Amarillo, Texas. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. Riding in my